Laura here. Today I am going to be trying out this Revolution Galactic Palette. So I'm going to do a space themed look. I've got my space themed eyeshadow, my space themed earrings and my space themed nails to go with it. So I'm very matchy at the moment. And if you want to know how to paint these nails, I either have got a tutorial coming up or I've done a tutorial already. I'm not sure exactly which one's going to come up first. Probably this one will come up first, and then the next day I'll do the nails. And these are really, really easy because I'm no nail expert. So if you want to do these, you can certainly do them. And I had a couple of people who wanted to know what this was like. So at the end I will give you my thoughts after I've done my look, and I will do some swatches. So if you want to know how to paint a galaxy, I've got a couple of videos on how to paint a galaxy. I've got an acrylic one and I've got a watercolour one. So I will try and get this aside. I'll try and put some cards up, but I haven't done that before, so I don't know if I can do it. But if I can't put a card up, I will link the videos down below so you can have a look if you decide you want to know how to paint a galaxy. Does help if you press record before you start recording. So today I am going to do a tutorial on the Revolution Galactic Palette. And it's really a first impression try on because I haven't used this before, and I got it in my Revolution haul that I posted the other day, and a couple of people said they were interested in this palette and they wanted to see what it was like. So this is what it looks like inside, so I thought I'd do a little try on and see what I think of it. So I'm going to do some swatches. I'm going to try and do some swatches because I'm not very good at swatches. When I unpacked this haul, I swatched a couple of colours, and this palette was the one I was most worried about because the formula felt very dry. Excuse me, I'm going to have a little cup of tea. So I'll be interested to see how it works on the eyes. For a galactic theme, I mean the colours are pretty, but why has it got lots of browns in it? It's got like 1, 2, 3 sort of browns, one sort of, that one's more sort of burgundy, but it's still a brown burgundy. Oh. And this one here looks kind of brown as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 browns in there, because like this one's a brown. I mean this one's called dark matter and it's a light brown. Why? Space doesn't have a lot of brown in it, does it? I don't know. It just seems weird. I would have liked to have seen some more blues and things in there as well than just browns, but that's beside the point. So the first colour I'm going to try is Supernova, which is just a cream. So I don't even know if you'll be able to see that, but it's just a cream. That one there. The next one is Constellation. So we will try that out. That's what that one looks like. It's got a slight shimmer to it. There's pinky colour here. This one feels really dry and it's quite pale. Let's see if you can hear this. How dry it sounds. It looks nice on my finger, and then when I swatch it, it's a fairly pale pink. It's got a slight shimmer to it. It's pretty enough. Black Hole is the next one, which is like a brown. It looks a bit like it might be a duochrome type colour. I will have a look. This one's a lot softer. This one feels much nicer. So yeah, it's got a bit of a duochrome to it. That one goes on nicely, nice and soft. It's mostly brown and just a very slight little blue shift. I don't even know if you'd notice it on the eye. The next one is Cosmic Crush, one of these marbly colours. And again, really dry feeling colour, and it just buffs into a purple, a shimmery purple. That's that one. So not a heck of a lot of colour payoff. Moon Rocks is this one. This one feels nice and soft. It's just a brown matte. Next row, Interstellar, is this one here. This one's nice and soft too. And it's quite a pretty colour. That's what that one looks like. So it's a lot warmer looking on my arm than it is in the pan. And the next one is Out of Space. This is a marbly one too, so I expect, yep, it's a dry feeling formula. When you look at it in the pan, it doesn't look that far away from that one, but it is quite a lot darker. It comes out almost dark brown and pretty matte looking. It has got a little bit of a shimmer in it, but not much. And the next one is called One Small Step, which is a light gold. That one feels quite nice. Well, you won't be able to see that one on my skin tone because it's almost the same colour as my skin. Yeah, no, you can't even really see that one. And the next one is called Solar Flare, which is this dark blue one. And again, it's got a quite dry feel to it. So a dark blue shimmer. That one's a bit patchy. Can you see that one? I'm going to run out of room because I've done my swatches too big. I could do them on the other arm, I suppose. And the next one is called Seen from Mars. I don't know, do you only see brown matte from Mars? Seems weird. Weird name. I feel like the further you go, the further around your arm you have to do a swatch. It's weird. I just can't get used to the whole swatching game. So that one there was Seen from Mars. It's just a dark brown matte. Why so many browns, I ask again. The next one is called Alien Chic. It's quite pretty. There it is here. It's sort of a reddy bronze shimmer. And I've still got the bottom row to go, and I've run out of arm. So, Intergalactic looks like a satin dark taupe. That's actually quite a nice colour, but again it's brown. I didn't know there was so much brown in space. And then dark matter. How is this colour dark matter? Maybe it's supposed to be like the mystery of dark matter, so the mystery of the colour dark matter, because I can't see how that has anything to do with dark matter. It's a nice colour for brown. It'll make a nice deepening the transition colour for me, but still it's brown. Andromeda. Did anyone watch that TV series. I didn't really. I like space shows and things, but I didn't really get into that one. So that's like a burgundy, a dark burgundy. And then Far, Far Away. This is actually a sparkly black. I don't have a sparkly black anywhere in my collection. In an eyeshadow. And usually with sparkly blacks, all the sparkle disappears when you put it on. Oops, I'm knocking things over now. So that's that. That's quite pigmented. I don't know, it could just buff out to be matte. I'm not sure. I'd have to try it on my eyes, I think. And then Space Queen. So this. That's pretty. It's a purpley pink kind of colour. It's a satin. It's different from the other purpley pinks. And the last one is called Ellipse, which is a shimmer grey. When I say shimmer, I mean more like a They're all kind of satin. That one's kind of crumbly. That's an interesting grey. That grey will probably suit me because it's sort of a brown-based grey. So here's all the colours. Because I'm so terrible at swatching, I can't fit them all on one arm. And now I have to decide what I'm going to do. So I've done my eyebrows and I have primed my eyes. And I've got some pictures in front of me that I will be referring to of a whole lot of galaxies to try and inspire me. Because when I think galaxies, I don't think all these burgundy red colours normally. I think more blues and greens and golds and yellows and blacks and purples. So pink and burgundy aren't the colours that come immediately to mind when I think of galaxies, but that's okay. So what do I want to do first? So I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush. I'm going to go into asterism. I'm sure they made up that word. Is that actually a word? Or maybe I'm saying it wrong. So this is a shimmer. Oh, but it's pretty. Look, it's pretty. So we're doing a galaxy, so why not have some shimmer? It's a nice pink. And it's going on fine. Because when I swatched that one, yep, that's that one, it was really, really light, but it's got, the pigment's fine. That was one of those really quite dry feeling ones. Onto a tacky base, anyway, it goes on fine. And then I'm going to grab a smaller fluffy brush. This is rapidly becoming one of my favourite brushes for the crease, this Simply Essentials EO4. And I think I'll go into Space Queen, this one here. When you put they're quite dusty. When you put your finger in it, you cover up all the marble, but then when you go back in with your brush, you uncover the marble pattern, if you can see that. So that's quite nice that the marble pattern goes right through. It's not just sitting on the top. So that's nice. And I'm going to put that in the crease to deepen it up. I guess I should be glad that it's not purple, because I've done so many purple looks lately that you guys are probably sick of seeing me in purple. I grab another fluffy brush and I'm just going to go into that cream Supernova. can blend up here a bit. And then I'm going to go into Interstellar, which is this darker cranberry shade. This is also a shimmer. This one is one of the softer shimmers. I haven't actually used any mattes apart from the cream yet. I really like that pink. I just want to cover myself in the pink. That's why I'm laughing. So I'm just playing with the pink again now. And look at my swatches. I think I'll go into Black Hole here. I think. I'm going to get a flat brush for that. So just a little skinny flat brush. And go into black, no, that's the wrong one. Where's Black Hole? Up here. And I'll put that in the middle there. So, can you see that slight blue shift in there? It's like a dark chocolatey brown with that little blue shift. It's quite subtle though. Oops, how did I do that? Probably when I watch the video later I'll see how I did that. I was probably waving my brush around. I think I'll go in with Intergalactic and put that over here. And then I'm going to go in with a different brush, a smaller one, and I'm going to go into one small step here, the gold, and I'm going to put that in this part. Okay, so I'm going to put my base on and then I'm going to come up back and do something else. Okay, so I have done my base and I've done my cheeks and some highlighter. I put some purpley highlighter on. I just kind of put it around here. And I'm going to go in now with some blue. So I'm going to use some blue eyeliner first. This is just my LA Girl Glide Gel Liner in Royal Blue. I kind of made a mess of that, but that doesn't matter. So I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. smudging brush. And that's why it didn't matter that I made a mess, because I'm going to smudge it out. And I want to go in, I feel like I should use a matte, because I haven't used a matte yet. I've done all shimmers. I don't usually do all shimmers unless I have a palette bingo that makes me use all shimmers. I think the problem is because when I think of space, I think of different colours. I don't think of all these browns, and the mattes are browns. So I'm going to go into the mysterious dark matter because that colour makes no sense in my head. And I'm just going to buff that out underneath there. So it's not a very fair go on the matte, but never mind. It seems pigmented, it's blending nicely. So no problem with that. And then I'm going to go into a small brush and I'm going to go into Solar Flare. And I'm going to go over the blue liner. See that is, to me, that's a much more space-like colour, solar flare. I sort of feel like instead of having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kind of different, I've just put my fingernail on that one, different pink aubergine colours, they could have mixed some up, and not so many brown mattes, but I'm just being fussy. I'm not somebody who needs an all-in-one palette. I don't mind mixing palettes, you may have noticed. So I don't need a brown matte in every single palette. And I'm going to get my, what is this, the Rimmel Wonder Swipe in whatever colour this is, Front Stage. So it's a dark blue with just a tiny bit of shimmer in it, but it's not hugely noticeable. So I want to accentuate that blue and that brown a bit. That blue goes really well with the blue in the palette too. So that's nice. It's nice when you find you've got other things that go well with it. So for the inner corner, really you've only got a matte cream or a light gold in this palette. I'm going to go in with the light gold, which is called One Small Step, and just put that there. But I think I'm going to go into my highlighter palette and grab the colour that I stuck on my cheeks. So I'm going to get this blue here. Because I just wanted a little bit of light blue in there. That's what it's looking like so far. And I'm going to go back into my BYS highlighter palette and get, it's actually called Luna, so that's very appropriate. And I want to put a little bit of highlight up here. I'm just buffing it out a bit with my finger so it's not a harsh line. Now for the tricky bit, I'm going to go in with my NYX white liquid liner and I'm going to make some stars. So I'm going to try and do a little bit of glitter, but I don't want it like all over the place. I don't want a thick coat, I just want something quite thin. This could backfire badly, so I'll make sure that liner's dry before I do it. So I'm going to get some glitter glue. I'm just using my Essence glitter primer. And I'm just patting it on quite randomly around here. Okay, now I'm going to get a fluffy brush, I think, and I have to remember to wash this afterwards, otherwise I'm going to end up with glitter all over me every time I use it. and I've taken most of it off. You probably won't even be able to see any on there. Yeah, I just wanted a very light sprinkle of glitter. If I had realised I was going to put glitter on, I probably should have done it before I put the base on, but never mind. Clean fluffy brush and just wipe off excess, and I'm just tapping it down to make sure it's going to stay. Now I hope you can see that. I don't know whether you can or not. Can you see the sparkle if I shine the light on it? Anyway, I'll put my mascara on. I haven't done that yet. Okay, I'm going to put my lipstick on. So I'm going to use a Karen Murrell Scarlet Blaze one, which is a kind of a burgundy colour to go with the burgundy. And I haven't got a burgundy lip liner, so I'm going to use my Essence eye pencil in Berry Fantastic instead. And surprise, surprise, I'm going to use my Hypnotic Lights Milani Lip Topper in Beaming Light because it just fits in with the theme. And I'm going to put a tiny bit on my eyes as well, just to accent the blue in that brown eyeshadow. And there's a little close-up of my eyes. So that was a bit of fun. Very galactic theme to go with my galactic palette. And my final thoughts on it, it worked better than I thought it was going to. I was really thinking those, especially those marbly shades that were quite dry, were going to be less pigmented than they were and kind of brush away, but they went on really well. As you can see, there's plenty of pigment on my eyes. I didn't have any trouble building them up. I didn't really give the mattes a fair go because I only used a tiny bit of that one. So they feel nice, and the one that I did use was fine. It looked, I mean, it was perfectly all right. So yeah, the colour story in it is a little bit weird to me, being a galactic thing, because it's just got so much brown in it, but I've already mentioned that. But I got a very colourful, fun look out of it anyway. And do you need this palette? No, you've probably got all these colours, but it was still fun. I enjoyed using it. And I think even if you've got all the colours, the thing that I like is you go in and you look at the colour story and it gives you different ideas that you wouldn't have otherwise. Because I wouldn't have done a space theme with all that pink, but because it's got all the pink in it and it's a space themed kind of palette, then it made me think outside of my normal space box, you could say, and do a different colour. So that was fun, and they worked much better than I thought they would. I've still got the swatches all over my arms, but they have faded, but then I've been rubbing my arms on myself, so that's not surprising. So we'll see how they last through the day. I'm not going to do a follow-up. I'll just put it down in the description box on whether they faded or in the comments. But yeah, no, they worked better than I thought they did. So if that was the palette I was most worried about, then if they will work as well as this one, I'll be perfectly happy. So thanks for watching, everyone.